Hey there, welcome to School of Literature. My name is Monika. I have completed my bachelor's and master's degree in English from Central University of Jharkhand. I was also the gold medalist of my batch. Thereafter, I qualified for UGC NET with JRF and enrolled in the Ph.D. program of the same university. I am making this video especially for all those students who are already enrolled in a BA English program or want to pursue their BA in English. One of the reasons for making this video is that when I took admission for BA in English Literature, I did not have any idea about what I should expect out of the course. Looking back at that time, there were a number of things I could have done differently. With this video, I hope to help you become better students by sharing my mistakes and learnings as a student. So here are some tips that will help you ace this course. When I had decided to go for my graduation in English Literature, I was reading a lot of online articles to prepare for my course. Although I have forgotten most of what I read, there was something in one of the articles that has stuck with me. The author of the said article had written that if you have enrolled yourself in an English literature course because you enjoy reading, it will be a huge mistake. I did not understand the author's point then, and I was certain that I did not need that advice even though I hardly understood what the author meant. In hindsight, I think what the author meant to say was that in a literature course, you are assigned to read so many books that it will get difficult to keep up with the text. Before enrolling in the course, I used to read a book purely because I enjoyed reading. After getting enrolled, I read not just to ace the exams that were to follow, but also because as a literature student, it is the analysis of a given text that matters much more than what the story is all about. Apart from this, you will also have to read a lot of text that you will not enjoy reading. I thought to begin this video with this point because it is crucial to understand that your reading life as you know it is going to change considerably after being enrolled in the course. You will still read a lot of books, but your approach towards them will definitely alter. Now, I have also seen many students taking admission into a BA course as their last recourse, thinking that it is going to be easy because all you have to do is read stories, and who doesn't love a good story? But this is not true. Doing something for the sake of doing it will only waste your time, and I do not think any of us would want that. If you are enrolled in a graduate course of literature, make sure that you do not shy away from hard work. You will not just be rewarded with good marks, but a literature course will end up teaching you a lot of things you did not even know you needed. My second tip is to start reading as much as you can. Although it would differ from university to university, usually you will begin your undergrad journey with the history of British literature and maybe Indian literature. Some works of Indian literature might seem easier in comparison if you have grown up in India, and as for the history of English literature, I suggest that apart from the history books on British literature, you should also start reading some novels or poems with fewer pages to find out for yourself the representation of a particular age. It will make the theoretical nature of history easy and interesting for you. As for the history books themselves, I made the mistake of trying to simultaneously read from various history books available. I ended up confusing myself, and in the first year at least, I hated that paper on history of English literature. Please do not repeat my mistake. Read the first few pages of one history book and find out whether that book speaks to you. Finish reading that book and then start making your notes. Only when you are done with one book from cover to cover, pick up another and repeat the process. I did not realize how enjoyable and fascinating these history books are until I was in second year. If I have to summarize this tip for you, it would be to read as much as possible and to read as often and as widely as you can. Your literature course, after all, would not be confined only to British literature. Other than that, also ensure that you are using social media, especially Instagram and YouTube, to your advantage. I follow a lot of bookstagrammers and booktubers, which keeps me motivated to read as much as I can and also be aware about newer books. Follow bookish content, post your reviews, and engage with readers. If you have friends who read, consider yourself lucky. If not, be a part of the reading community online. One major problem that most literature students face is that they are clueless about how exactly they should study. The question has often been asked by every new batch that comes to my university, and I think it is crucial that one figures out the answer to this in the first year itself. For whatever topic you need to study, you can start with websites like SparkNotes, GradeSaver, and CliffNotes. But ultimately, it is the reading of research papers that is actually going to teach you how to analyze a given text in depth. You can simply Google the topic you want to study and add the word research paper to it. You will find a lot of them, and the first few pages will be helpful in figuring out if you should read that paper or move to the next one. Your professors will also guide you in this process, but I am also aware that not everyone is fortunate in this aspect. You might have very few good professors in your college or university, but do not let this limit your growth. You might have your college library, and if not the library, then the internet. You will definitely figure out your way if you are persistent. Moving from school to college was tough for me. In our schools, we have a given text and we know that questions will most definitely come from there. But during your graduation, the syllabus is not limited to the prescribed text. You need to take control of your college life and be responsible. If you stay disciplined, it will be very easy for you to ace your studies. But in order to do that, you have to remember that consistency is any day more important than studying day and night just a week before your exam. You might pass the exam, but after your college, you will soon find out that getting good marks in your exam should not have been your priority. Your priority should be to try to understand each and every part of your syllabus. Now that I am hopeful that you have understood the importance of your studies, the next problem could be that there are so many important books and our time definitely is very limited. Just the syllabus is too much. How can you even think about reading outside the syllabus? Well, I understand that it might seem a very daunting task, but at the end of the day, if you have decided to study literature, there is no substitute for reading. Take out a few hours every day and dedicate it completely to your reading. Pick up books from your syllabus first, and if you still have time before your semester ends, pick different books by the authors in your syllabus or read their contemporaries. I mostly utilize my semester breaks to read all the prescribed texts from my upcoming semester. This gave me time to read books out of the syllabus and even to read the books I really wanted to read purely for the pleasure of reading. You can listen to audiobooks as well during your commutes or while taking an evening walk. I had monetary limitations when I was in my undergrad and I could not buy a lot of books. Even then, I kept aside whatever money I could and used to buy at least 2 books every month. Other than that, I also used my university's library and sometimes even borrowed books from my professors. If you have decided to go forward in your passion for literature, make sure that you always find a way out of the difficulties that come before you. And do remember to read the books you already have instead of hoarding them. Trust me, you do not need more books in your life if you already have unread books on your shelf. So this brings me to the end of this video. I still have a lot of tips that I want to share, but I want you to take it easy and start slow. Do not be too harsh on yourself and do not spend all your time reading. Go out with your friends and have fun. Remember, it is about maintaining a balance. In the end, you just have to be a better version of yourself and keep growing with each passing day. I know it in my heart that something positive will come out at the end of your course. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you have any doubts or questions, please leave a comment. I will be replying to all of them. I will see you soon in the next video. Till then, keep reading and keep learning.